Be me. 29, female. Living in a city that charges $4 for an avocado. Work for a company that ships fancy cardboard boxes to other companies that put stuff in boxes. My job is essentially moving air from point A to point B. Single for 3 years. Dating apps are a dumpster fire inside a sewage plant. Swiping left on guys holding fish. Swiping left on guys holding other people's babies. Swiping left on guys whose bio just says, fluent in sarcasm, I am tired. Bone deep tired. Not the kind of tired that sleep fixes. The kind of tired that makes you stare at your ceiling fan at 2 a.m., wondering if it would kill you if it fell. Probably not. Just a lot of bruising and paperwork. Decide I am done with romance. Romance is a scam invented to sell greeting cards and oversized teddy bears. Read a book about cultivating community. Watch a 3-hour YouTube video essay on the death of the third place. Decide, I need to invest in my friends. I have a solid group of guy friends from college and early 20s. We hang out, we drink mid-tier beer, we complain about the housing market. It's safe, it's boring, it's wholesome. Decide to invite Torin over to watch baseball. Torin is 30, works in it, wears hoodies that haven't been washed since the Obama administration, has the emotional range of a slightly damp sponge, but he's reliable, he shows up on time, he brings chips. We are sitting on my gray IKEA sectional, the one with the scratch marks from a cat I don't own anymore. Baseball is on the TV. Astros versus Rangers. The sound of the crowd is a low drone like a swarm of bees. Nothing is happening. Just men adjusting their hats and spitting. Torin is eating Tostitos like he's angry at them. Crunch, crunch, crunch. I look at him. He looks tired too. The collective exhaustion of our generation hanging over the room like vape smoke. An idea pops into my head. It's not a sexual idea. It's a service idea, like offering to do someone's taxes, or fix their Wi-Fi, but for their body. I turn to him. Hey, can I do something for you? He doesn't look away from the TV, like, get me a beer? No. I pause, like help you out, physically. He stops chewing. The chip hangs out of his mouth. He turns his head slowly, like an owl that just heard a mouse. What? No romance, I say quickly. No expectations, no strings, just making you feel good, because I'm bored and you look like you need a win. He blinks, once, twice. Are you serious? Dead serious. He puts the chip down on the coffee table, on a coaster, because I am not an animal. Okay. That was it. No negotiation, no awkward preamble, we just did it. Lasted maybe 8 minutes. I won't go into details because, frankly, there aren't any worth mentioning. It was mechanical, efficient, like checking oil in a sedan. Afterward, we sat back up, adjusted our clothes. He cleared his throat. Thanks. Yep, we watched the rest of the game. The Astros won. He left at 9 p.m. I washed the dishes. I felt powerful. I felt useful. I felt like I had hacked the system. No feelings. No, what are we? Texts. Just a transaction between friends. Like spotting a 20. Thought it was a one-time thing. Spoiler alert. It was not a one-time thing. 2 weeks later, Torin comes over again. We order Thai food, pad see ew, and spring rolls. We are talking about inflation. He looks at me. I look at him. The air gets weird. Same deal? He asks. Sure, I say. It becomes a routine. Every other Thursday. Torin gets a favor. I get to feel like a benevolent goddess of stress relief. Then Beck finds out. Not sure how. Men gossip more than teenage girls. They just call it catching up. Beck is 29, works in tech. Has a mustache he thinks is ironic, but is actually just tragic. Texts me one night. Hey, Torin said you guys have a cool arrangement. I stare at my phone. I should say no. I should say Torin is a liar. Instead, I feel that rush again. The control. Yeah, we do. Is it an open invite? I type and delete 3 times. Depends on if you bring wine. He brings wine. Bad wine. Yellowtail Shiraz. Tastes like grape juice and battery acid. But the precedent is set. Now I am servicing Beck too. Then Reese. Reese is the problem. Reese is 31. Thinks he's an entrepreneur because he sells drop-shipped phone cases, always talking about his portfolio. Reese has a girlfriend. Her name is Bexley. Bexley is the final boss of therapy speak. She is 28 going on 50, works as a holistic wellness consultant, which I'm pretty sure means she scams rich women into buying crystals. Bexley scares me. She has eyes that look through your soul and judge your trauma response. Rise tells me they are on a break, or decoupling, or whatever term Bexley used to explain why she's sleeping at her mom's house. So I add Reese to the roster. It's not sex. I keep telling myself that. Sex involves looking in eyes. Sex involves kissing. Sex involves vulnerability. This is just ellipsis maintenance. I am the Jiffy Lube of the friend group. Logistical intimacy. I keep a mental spreadsheet. Torin, Thursdays. Beck, whenever he's sad about his football team losing. Reese, purely opportunistic. I feel great. My apartment is clean. My skin is clearing up. I have zero emotional risk. I am a genius. Fast forward 3 months. It is November. It is raining. The kind of cold gray rain that makes you want to hibernate. I am at a brunch with the group. Torin, Beck, Reese, and unfortunately, Bexley. Bexley and Reese are apparently recoupling. She is wearing a beige trench coat and holding a matcha latte with oat milk. She looks like an Instagram filter come to life. We are eating overpriced eggs Benedict. Bexley is talking about boundaries, always boundaries. I just feel like Reese wasn't honoring my need for autonomous space, she says. She cuts a piece of cantaloupe with surgical precision. So we established a container for our communication. I nod. That sounds healthy. I am lying. It sounds exhausting. Reese looks miserable. He looks like a dog that has been told to stay, but really wants the treat. He catches my eye. A flicker of recognition. A secret. I look away. Eat my hash browns. Torin is staring at me too. He's been weird lately, texting me random things. Saw this and thought of you. Pictures of ducks, links to articles about supply chains. He asked me last week if I wanted to go to a movie. Like a date, I asked. No, just ellipsis hanging out, before the favor. I said no, keep it clean, keep it transactional. Beck is oblivious. Beck is just happy to be included. Bexley turns her laser gaze on me. So Briar, she says, her voice is soft but dangerous. You've been glowing lately. Meeting someone new? I choke on my mimosa. What? No. Just ellipsis, focusing on myself. Love that for you, she says. Self-partnership is so valid. I hate her. I hate her so much it burns. But I smile. Totally. The cracks start to show a week later. I get a text from Reese. Hey, can I come by? Really stressed. Bexley is making us do a silent retreat in the living room. I roll my eyes. Sure, 8 p.m. He comes over. He smells like sage and desperation. We do the thing. Routine. Standard. He leaves. I go to the bathroom to wash up. I look in the mirror. I look tired again. The glow is fading. I feel heavy, not emotionally, physically. My stomach feels weird. Like I ate bad yogurt. Ignore it. Probably just the stress of running a clandestine brothel for mediocrity. 3 days later, disaster strikes. I am at work, staring at a spreadsheet about cardboard box density. My phone blows up. 17 notifications in 4 seconds. It's Bexley. Not a text. DM. Instagram. DM. Instagram. DM. Facebook Messenger. LinkedIn message. She is thorough. I open the text. It's a screenshot. Rissa's phone. Google Maps history. Coordinates for my apartment. Timestamps. And a text he sent to Beck. Going to Briar's for a tune-up. Tune-up. I flinch. That's what he calls it. Bexley's text follows. We need to talk. Now. Panic. Cold, icy panic. I leave work early. Tell my boss I have a migraine. Which is true. My head is splitting. I get home. Pace around my living room. Move a throw pillow from the left side of the couch to the right. Move it back. Drink a glass of water. Drink another one. My doorbell rings. It sounds like a judge's gavel. I open it. It's Bexley. She is not alone. She has Rhys with her. Rhys looks like he is being marched to the gallows. Bexley walks in without asking. She scans the room. Like a crime scene investigator. Sit down, she says. I sit. On my own couch. In my own house. She stands. Power move. Rhys has something to tell us, she says. Her voice is eerily calm. Terrifyingly calm. Rhys won't look at me. He looks at his shoes. Nike kill shots. Basic. I told her, he mumbles. Told her what? I ask, playing dumb. The last refuge of the scoundrel. About the favors, Bexley says. She uses the word like it's a slur. He told me you're running a service. It's not a service, I snap. It's friends helping friends. Bexley laughs, a dry, humorless sound. Friends helping friends? Is that what we're calling oral sex now? Mutual aid? It wasn't romantic, I say, the old defense. The shield. It was platonic. Platonic, she repeats. She looks at Rhys. Did it feel platonic when you finished, Rhys? Rhys whimpers, actually whimpers. It didn't mean anything, he says. That's worse, she yells. The calm breaks. You betrayed our emotional container for nothing? For a friction release? She turns back to me. And you. She points a manicured finger. You are a predator. What? No, I'm not. You are exploiting their emotional stuntedness for your own validation, she says. It sounds like a line from a podcast. But it hits hard. You're creating a dependency cycle, she continues. You're acting out your own avoidance attachment by turning intimacy into a transaction. It's pathological. Breyer. I want to argue. I want to tell her she's a controlling psycho who made her boyfriend attend a silent retreat in a living room. But I can't, because she's right. Partially right. Get out, I say. Quietly. We're leaving, she says. Rhys is blocking you on everything. We are going to do deep restorative work to heal from this violation. She grabs Rhys by the sleeve of his hoodie, drags him out. The door slams. Silence. The apartment feels huge and empty. My phone buzzes again. It's the group chat, the main one. Rhys left the group. Beck left the group. Torin is the only one left. He texts me privately. WTF just happened? Bexley just posted a 400-word Instagram story about betrayal in the tribe. I don't reply. I throw my phone on the couch. Go to the kitchen. Open the fridge. Stare at a jar of pickles. The smell hits me. Instant nausea. Violent nausea. I run to the sink. Dry heave. Nothing comes up. Just bile and regret. I wash my face. Cold water. Look in the mirror. Pale. Sweaty. Wait. Do the math. Mental spreadsheet. Torin, Thursdays. Beck, 3 weeks ago. Rhys, last week. Period. Late. 4 days late. No. Stress. It's just stress. Bexley yelled at me. My friend group just imploded. Of course I'm late. Denial is a powerful drug. I take a shower. Scrub my skin until it's red. Go to bed at 7 p.m. Stare at the ceiling. Fan spinning. Wobbly. Click, click, click. Next morning, wake up. Coffee. Smell the beans grinding. Nausea again. Worse this time. Run to the bathroom. Throw up actual vomit. Okay. Okay, Breyer, don't panic. Could be food poisoning. Could be the flu. Could be anything. Drive to work. Can't focus. Stare at the cardboard box data. Leave at lunch. Drive to CVS. Wearing a hoodie and sunglasses, like I'm Unabomber chic. Buy free tests, different brands, and a pack of gum. And a bottle of water. Self-checkout. Machine yells at me. Please place item in the bagging area. I want to punch the machine. Drive home. Hands shaking on the steering wheel. 10 and 2. Safety first. Get inside. Pee on the stick. Wait 3 minutes. Longest 3 minutes of my life. Stare at the shower curtain. Count the little geometric triangles on the pattern. 142. Timer goes off. Look. 2 lines. Distinct. Bold. Unapologetic. First stuck. Look at the second one. 2 lines. Look at the third one. Digital. Pregnant. No ambiguity. Just a word on a screen. Ruining my life. I sit on the bath mat. It's fluffy. Gray. Absorbent. I start laughing. Hysterical laughter. The kind that turns into crying without you noticing. Who is it? Math. Mental spreadsheet again. Reese, we use protection. Usually. Mostly. Beck, nothing recently enough to show up this fast. Torin. Torin, Thursdays. The consistent one. The reliable one. We got lazy. It's fine, he said once. I'll pull out, he said. Famous last words, etched on the tombstones of freedom everywhere. I sit there for an hour, phone buzzing, Torin again. Briar, are you okay? People are talking school. I told them to shut up. He's defending me. While I'm sitting on a bath mat carrying his DNA, I need to tell him, can't tell him over text. Come over, I type. Now. He replies instantly. On my way. He thinks we're going to talk about Bexley. He thinks we're going to bond over the drama. He has no idea. He arrives in 20 minutes, wearing a Red Sox hoodie, holding a 6-pack of beer. Hey, he says. Steps inside. Looks around. Coast clear, no Bexley lurking in the bushes. I don't smile. Sit down, Torin. He sits. Puts the beer on the table. You look pale, he says. Are you sick? Yes. Flu? No. I reach into my pocket, pull out the plastic stick, put it on the coffee table, next to the beer. The juxtaposition is poetic. Alcohol and consequences. He looks at it, squints. Is that a COVID test? No, Torin. It is not a COVID test. He looks closer. Realization dawns, slowly, like a sunrise on a cloudy day. His face goes white, then red, then white again. Is that? Yes. Is it? Yours? How do you know? Math. He leans back, exhales a breath that seems to last for a minute. Oh my God. Yeah. Oh my God. Stop saying that. What do we do? He looks at me, panic in his eyes, pure, unadulterated terror. But underneath it, something else. Responsibility? I don't know, I say. I scheduled a doctor appointment for tomorrow, to confirm. I'll go, he says, quickly. I'll drive you. You don't have to. I'm driving you. He stands up, paces. Okay. Okay. This is big understatement. Are we keeping it? He asks it like he's asking if we're keeping a stray cat. I look at my stomach, flat, empty looking, but busy. Industrial. Building something. I think so, I say. Surprise myself. I thought I'd say no. I thought I'd run. But I'm 29. I'm tired of dating. I'm tired of lonely. Maybe this is the community I was looking for. Just smaller, internal. Okay, he says again. Okay. He doesn't leave. We sit there in silence for 3 hours, watching baseball highlights, pretending the world hasn't ended. Next day. Doctor's office. Smells like antiseptic and stale magazines. Torin is in the waiting room, bouncing his leg, shaking the whole row of chairs. Nurse calls me back. Briar? He stands up too. Partner? She asks. We look at each other. Friend, I say. Father, he says. At the same time. Awkward. She leads us back. Ultrasound room. Dark, cold gel on my stomach. The technician is chatty. First one? Yup. Excited. Silence. We're processing, Torin says. Good answer. She moves the wand around. Static on the screen. Gray blobs. Then. A sound. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. Fast. Like a galloping horse. Torin makes a noise. Like he's been punched in the gut. That's the heartbeat. the text says. Strong. I look at the screen. Flickering. It's real. It's not a concept. It's a person, or a proto-person. Torin reaches out, holds my hand. His hand is sweaty, clammy. Mine is too. We grip each other like we're falling off a cliff. 6 weeks, she says. Due in July. July. Hot. Humid. Babies and heat. Great. We leave. Get in his car. Toyota Camry. Smells like gym socks and McDonald's. He doesn't start the engine. Hands on the wheel. We have to tell people, he says. My parents. Your parents. Oh God. My mother. My mother is a force of nature. She has been asking for grandchildren since I was 22. She sends me articles about egg freezing. She's going to lose her mind. Not yet, I say. Let's just breathe. But secrets rot, and this one is growing. 2 weeks later, my mom comes to visit. Unexpectedly. Just happened to be in the neighborhood. She lives 3 hours away. She brings a casserole. Tuna noodle. My childhood nightmare. She walks in, sniffs the air. It smells stale in here, Briar. Open a window. She starts cleaning immediately, reorganizing my spice rack. Why do you have 3 jars of cumin? I don't know, Mom. Maybe I like cumin. Maybe I forgot I had cumin. I am sitting on a stool, sipping ginger ale, trying not to puke. She looks at me, really looks at me. Mothers have sonar. You're pale, tired. You're not drinking coffee, trying to cut back. You love coffee. She freezes, holding a jar of cumin. Turns slowly. Briar. What? Are you pregnant? I can't lie to her. She's too powerful. Maybe. She screams, drops the cumin. Glass shatters, spices everywhere. Smells like a taco truck exploded. She runs over, hugs me, crushes me. Who is it? Is it that nice boy Torin? I always liked him. He has kind eyes. How does she know? How do they always know? Yes, Mom, it's Torin. I knew it, she yells. I knew you two would figure it out. Figure it out. Yeah. That's one way to put it. She calls my dad immediately. Hollis, get the phone. Briar is pregnant. Yes, Torin, the one with the hoodie. No, they aren't married. Who cares? We're having a baby. We're having a baby. The collective ownership begins. Meanwhile, the friend group fallout continues. Bexley finds out. Of course she does. Torin told Reese. Reese told Bexley. Bexley requests a meeting. A mediation. I refuse. I block her number. She sends a letter. A physical letter, on heavy cardstock, handwritten. Dear Briar, I am holding space for your journey into motherhood. However, I feel it is important to address the toxic foundations of this conception. The child will absorb the energy of the deception. I recommend a cleansing ritual. I burn the letter. In the sink. Watch the smoke rise. Torin's parents are different. They are stern, Catholic. They invite us to dinner. Torin is sweating through his shirt. We're disappointed, his dad says, cutting a steak. But a child is a blessing. His mom is crying, silent tears. When is the wedding? She asks. We aren't getting married, I say. Silence. Forks clinking. We are co-parenting, Torin says. Testing the word. We are figuring it out. His dad grunts. You'll get married. For the insurance. Practical. Bleak. Accurate. Months pass. The bump grows. I look like I swallowed a basketball. My back hurts. My feet swell. I buy Crocs. I have given up on dignity. I have given up on cool girl. Torin is over every day. Assembling furniture. Cursing at Allen wrenches. Why does this crib have so many screws? Because babies are heavy, Torin. We are not a couple, but we are a unit. We eat dinner together. We go to appointments together. He rubs my feet when they look like sausages. It's intimate. In a way the favors never were. The favors were about control. This is about surrender. I am the Jiffy Lube of the friend group. Logistical intimacy. We are surrendering to the chaos we created. One night, 34 weeks, sitting on the nursery floor, surrounded by diapers, boxes of wipes, so much plastic. Torin looks at me. Do you think we messed up? Huge, I say. Colossal. Yeah. He picks up a tiny sock. It's impossibly small. I think I love you, he says, quietly, not looking at me. Looking at the sock. My heart stops, starts again. Thump, thump, thump. Galloping horse. Don't, I say. Don't make it complicated. It's already complicated, Briar. We're having a human. I know. So, ask me in 6 months, when we haven't slept and there's throw up in my hair. He laughs. Deal. 39 weeks. I am a planet. I have my own gravitational pull. Phone rings. Unknown number, I answer. It's Bexley. Calling from a blocked number. Persistence is her superpower. Briar, she says. I just wanted to say I had a dream about your baby. It was a girl, and she was angry. Goodbye, Bexley. Hang up. Block the number again. Feel a cramp. Sharp. Low. Tightening. Another one. 10 minutes later, another one. Water breaks. On the rug. The vintage rug I bought to celebrate my promotion. Ruined. Ironic. Call Torin. It's time. Now? Yes. Now, Torin. Get the car. I grab the bag, waddle to the door, look back at the apartment. It's not my sanctuary anymore. It's a waiting room. For a different life. A messier life. A louder life. Torin pulls up, double parked, hazard lights flashing. He runs up the steps, eyes wide. Terrified. Ready. Let's go, he says. Takes my bag, takes my arm. We walk out into the humidity, into the noise of the city, into the unknown. No more favors, no more loopholes, just the price. And the prize. Door slams. Engine starts. Drive.